What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update, a weekly update, that is, weekly report, whatever you want to call it. That is what this is. I hope everybody's having a lovely start to their New Year's. All right, and obviously stay safe out there. If you are watching this video tonight, probably not out and about, probably not at bars or anything like that. Stay safe. But yeah, happy New Year's to everyone, and I'm coming at you guys with this video one day early because I'm not going out for New Year's, so why not discuss what honestly I am so freaking excited about, guys. We have like such a sexy setup, but not only that, I'm going to be discussing how I'm going to be my plan to take how honestly anybody can do it, but how I specifically will be taking. I currently have 60 to 70k in assets in my accounts, and I'm going to be discussing how I'm going to take 50k and I'm going to turn that into $1 million within honestly 2 trades, guys. All right, 2 trades. So let's get right into it. With that being said, all right, so we're going to start off with the monthly chart, then we're going to go down to the weekly, then the daily, then the 4-hour, then the 1-hour, just like we do every other video. Obviously, we will be discussing the weekly charts, and since we did just have the December 31st close, or December 30th close, it was the quarterly optics as well. So we actually do also have the quarterly chart that we can look at right here. And holy sweet baby Jesus, that is so freaking terrible. That is so terrible looking. But yeah, I mean, it could mean hey, we have quite some this is actually something I like should be looking at these. Yeah. It does look like the quarter, I mean, you got a bullish engulfing candle on, no, you don't have a bullish engulfing candle. What do you got on QQQ? I'm just curious. You have a bearish Harami candle, or you have a bullish Harami candlestick on QQQ on the quarterly time frame. Maybe your stochastic crossing up of the quarterly time frame. This is literally where you stopped the COVID crash and started turning up. I do personally believe we are going to be going down, and I do believe we are going to be I think we're going to be putting in a major low, in my personal opinion. Let's put on my drawings. I know it's a big hot mess. Actually, we don't need the drawings. Yeah, we don't need the drawings for the monthly chart. But as you do see, we do have our CCI hinged out. It's going to pop up anyway. I'm sorry for the drawings, guys. Either way, it's whatever. Bigger picture there. You have all of your momentum oscillators on the monthly time frame crossing down with a bearish engulfing candlestick right here. And then you come over to Mr. VIX, and you have a bullish Harami candlestick right here, or a bullish Harami candlestick formation right here with your stochastic getting ready to cross up. Your CCI is hinged and your RSI is hinged up. All right, moving on to we can look at the Qs. Let's just look at all the indices on the monthly time frame. And I personally believe there is the chance that we will be moving to a new low here, and then, well, I mean, I think we're going to be definitely moving to a new low. But I think there's a chance we form a bullish divergence on the CCIs across all the indices. Maybe we actually form one on DIA. That actually does look like it will be the probable scenario here. And look at that. All right, last time you kept going from COVID, this one you just kept going. And this is actually, yeah, so this is exactly what I am expecting, actually. Well, not exactly what I'm expecting, but I am expecting to get one hell of a sell-off coming up this upcoming month that is being predicted by the monthly charts and the weekly charts. I'm going to go over that as well. The VIX is, holy shit, the VIX is a huge precursor to what we got going on here. We got fireworks coming up, explosions will be happening, and I am so freaking excited for it, guys. I really am. But yeah, we could look at IWM now. Let's look at IWM. We'll actually also look at DXY, because I think that does play into this monthly big picture point of view we got going on here. But yeah, you have another bearish engulfing candlestick on another indice. Rough, all right, with your stochastic, all oscillators cross down, all right? Well, your stochastic cross down, all oscillators are hinged down. Momentum oscillators, the ones that I use at least. You can use others, all right, obviously. All forms of TA are going to be different, all right? But I will say this, all solid TA leads to the exact same result. And that's success. So there we go. Which I think we've been doing a very solid shot of that here on the channel. So there's that. But yeah, guys, we do have DXY coming down from oversold territory on its CCI and stochastic and RSI. So all three again, which does feed into this bigger monthly point of view where we do get Maybe we get one more red month. Maybe we get two. Or maybe we next month, maybe we see a bottoming tail. Maybe the month after that we see a bottom tail. I have no idea. But the VIX has a very clear picture is about to take place. So we won't be going over that because that really is going to be the star of the show today. Everything has bearish engulfing candlesticks. And yeah, I mean, DIA does not actually have a bearish Harami. I thought it did. Does not though. But yeah, 3 out of 4 major indices have bearish engulfing candles. Not sexy. All right. The last time, and by the way, the way I use monthly and weekly candlestick formations, candlestick patterns, is I do not wait for confirmation. All right. The monthly and the weekly candlestick formations that pop up, these are ones that I don't think require confirmation. They mark bottoms and tops. They mark reversals. Just like we had here with their Harami, you had here with your bearish engulfing candle, here with your bearish engulfing candle. None of them required confirmation. If you did wait for confirmation, boom, you shorted the bottom. All right, you waited for confirmation on that, boom. Again, you barely went lower. You caught a 3,800. Yeah, you caught a $20 move on SPY here. And again, right here, you waited for confirmation in your bullish Harami candlestick formation right here. Boom, you got screwed. You just went long on the top. So, I mean, maybe it doesn't work like this in normal markets, but at least in this bear market, this is exactly how I've been seeing these things play out, which is why I will be doing what I'm doing. But yeah, going back to the VIX, we do have a bullish Harami candlestick formation with your everything crossing up here, or getting ready. It's hinging up. But over here, the weekly chart also shows us something. It shows us a more precise entry here than that monthly one. I'll say that right now. Or the precise start to the move. All right, you got a bullish Harami candlestick formation right here. You have a bullish Harami candlestick formation right here. Bullish Harami, bullish Harami, bullish Harami. What else we got? Bullish Harami, bullish Harami, bullish Harami, bullish Harami, bullish Harami. This is ridiculous, guys. Here's one too, but you ended up going lower. Absolutely insane. Insane. But keep in mind where our momentum oscillators are right now too. So that also, it really does, it does paint a perfect picture with that monthly and weekly chart, what we got going on here and what is loading here. All right, you have your stochastic crossing up, you have your CCI hinged up, your RSI is hinged up. VIX can end up doing what I've been saying I'm expecting. All right, it can come down and make that lower low, but it is looking like you're probably not going to have that. All right, you are probably not going to come all the way down there. I think that would be over a 10% move down on the VIX, because you need to come under $19, right? Yeah, 19 bucks. Yeah, so 12% move down the VIX. I mean, it can happen. We have seen big days like this happen. All right, like this was a 10% day. I just don't think it is going to happen. I think VIX is going to remain. It's not elevated. It's very low for where we are on the indices. It's ridiculous how low VIX is right now. But it's the thing. All right, so I actually do want to talk about something right now. So a brief pause in the technical analysis. We're going to talk about the put to call ratio, right? So the put to call ratio spiked. All right, it spiked massively twice in 4 to 5 trading sessions. I think it was 4 trading sessions. And all the put to call ratio is saying is, hey, the put volume to the call volume. That's literally all it is. Okay, so when you have one of these astronomical numbers that come out, like you had the 2.4, you had the 2. I think it was 2.03. All right, these are historical numbers. You've never gone up there to the 2.4, at least on ycharts.com with there. No, you've never gone up there. But like, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. VIX is not moving up. All right, VIX is not moving up. This is something someone mentioned in the comment section, and thank you for bringing this to my attention. All right, and then I also want to thank Ryan for Ryan's method, by the way. Go follow him on everything. Pretty dope dude. But thank you very much for letting me know what that other guy was saying about this, pretty much trying to explain this. At first, I didn't believe it, but then I started thinking about it and like, no, that actually makes perfect sense. All right, so it was the December 30 expiration. The quarterly expiration was this Friday, all right? So this last week was the last week to pretty much close out any of your quarterly positions, all right? So let's look at it this way, right? So Ryan explained this, or well, the other guy explained this, and Ryan told me about this, so that's dope. But here we go. Okay, here we go. And I may botch this, but let's get it. All right. So the reason VIX isn't moving is it's exactly this, and it actually does make perfect sense. And it doesn't have to be this. I'm not gonna say I know. Okay, I have no idea if this is true or not, but I'm gonna say right now, to me, this actually makes perfect sense. All right, because VIX, it literally does move up off of puts being bought and calls being sold, and VIX moves down off of calls being bought and puts being sold. So why the hell didn't we see one massive spike? We did see this spike right here on one of these days, on the first put to call ratio spike, and then we didn't see anything on this. Okay, it came on the 28th, so that was this day. We had a 2% move up on the VIX. What the heck is that? Maybe it was the 29th actually that we had the crazy put to. No, it was the 28th. 28th. So it was this 2% day. So yeah, you had one big day here. You had one very, very, very mediocre day right there. Bullish engulfing candle that didn't get confirmed. There's that. But yeah, guys, all right? Like, so how do you explain this, all right? So you got the quarterly optics. You have a shit ton of people, pardon my French, you have a crap ton of people who are just all in these puts, all right, from this quarter. It was September through here, right? So you had October, November, and December. You literally, well, not September. It was October, November, and December. Wait, does it start in, whatever, I don't care. But either way, guys, anybody who was holding puts this whole time, all right, you had one last day to exercise, or not one, well, yeah, you did have one last day. Well, not one last day, it's one last week. You had one last week to exercise those options, all right? And you could have let them expire worthless and just wouldn't have done anything, or you could have exercised them, okay? And exercising them would do this. I believe it would do this, all right? You guys can go do your own research on this, but this is why I say, like, after I started thinking about it, it actually does start making sense. Why didn't VIX freaking move, all right? So all these people in profit, right? All these people are in profit on their quarterly expiration, and the people who play the quarterly expirations, the vast majority of them, I imagine, are these banks and hedge funds, or, okay, the institutions, the big cats, the big money, whatever you want to call them. These guys, which, by the way, guys, I hope you guys get there too, but yeah, guaranteed, guys, I'm gonna be part of big money, guaranteed. And I'm documenting my journey to there on this channel. All right. And that's why this really is the most exciting thing ever. Like, after I do get to $1 million here, I'm gonna start doing trade. I'm just gonna literally start doing 1,000 to 100K challenges, and I am hoping that actually does bring a lot of attention to the channel. Because there are a lot of newbie traders out there that would probably see these flashy thumbnails and be like, yo, oh, let me look at that. But also, there's just very valuable information here, like extremely valuable information here is on this channel. Like it, and if you are seeing that, guys, like, hey, congrats, okay? Congrats. If you guys are seeing the value, then you're probably making money off of the value. So I'm going to hit this for you.
That was easy.
There you go. All right, there you go. Congrats. We're all making much money. And by the way, guys, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to try and keep this under 25 minutes today. All right, so hopefully we won't pass 35 minutes. I just actually recorded this video, and it turned out to be an hour and a half. And I finished putting it through Premiere, and I finished uploading it. And, well, I didn't upload it, but everything finished processing. And it took like 2 hours to process. So I'm not even going to upload it. Nobody's going to watch it. So I wouldn't watch it, so I'm not going to make you guys watch it, because, like, all in all, it is the most valuable, most detailed video that I have ever made and put out on YouTube. Well, made, yeah, definitely, because this is where I put them out. But yeah, I know not a lot of people are going to watch it, especially not on New Year's. So, and yes, guys, Happy New Year's, all right? Cheers to, honestly, I hope it's the best year for all of you. And even if it was a year of struggle, if it was a year of hardship, it was for me as well, until the last few months. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it's been a year of struggle. But like, all in all, guys, all right, think that struggle. Think your condition, okay? Straight up, think it. Because, like, at the end of the day, your circumstance is literally the reason that any progress is being made. There is no progress without pain, all right? So, like, straight up, failure is a part of the game. Everybody has to go through failure. I have probably blown up probably close to 20 accounts. I fund them all 1 to 2K. I remember doing it. And this is just going on since I started trading. I have just continuously done this. All right, and maybe it's closer to 30 counts. It's probably closer to 30 to 40 accounts over the past 2 years. I've funded these. You guys, I work minimum wage job. I mean, right now I got 2 jobs, so there's that. But like all in all, guys, that's what this channel is meant to show everyone, that anybody can pretty much do what I'm gonna actually tell you guys that I'm going to be doing. If everything does go according to plan, then yeah, guys, I will be a millionaire over the next 6 months, and I am very excited about it. I am very freaking excited about it. So stay tuned till the end for that. I'm gonna briefly give you guys my plan for how I'm doing that. So if anybody else is in the same boat and has around $50,000, there you go. All right, now you also know the plan. All right. Well, at the end of the video you'll know the plan. But yeah, guys, back to the put to call ratio. I just realized I never finished talking about that. ADHD me, silly old ADHD me. That is okay. It's whatever. You guys are used to it. The people who have been around the block with me for a while now, you guys are used to ADHD Henry. But if you are new here, let me actually give you a brief little update, or not update, but a brief little preview of what my lines are. All right. So we have the blue lines. The blue lines are all trend lines, all resistance levels, all support levels, just normal levels. All right, just normal lines. And then you have the green ones. These are the gap fills. All right, if you see a dark green line, that's because we already filled the gap. I think down here on QQ I got one. Yeah, if you see a dark green gap, it's because we already filled it, and it's most likely going to be acting as some sort of resistance. So I want it there on the chart. And then the yellow lines, those are our targets. We do provide targets here on the channel for everyone to play. All right. I'm obviously not a financial advisor, but these targets are based off of the patternsite.com. Thomas Bulkowski's TA. You guys can read his books. I think he has 3 or 4 technical analysis books in a series. And I know I read 3 of them. I don't know if maybe there is a 4th. I'm just not sure. And there are Elliott Wave books that he advocates for, so you can also go check those out if you would like, because all in all, guys, like, the market doesn't go straight down, and if you want to learn how to pretty much rate it, like, I don't use it in my analysis here on the channel just because I'm not going to trade off of it. I'm not going to trust it, but it is also something that I will have in the back of my mind. Why do you think I knew, like, we have to have a counter trend? All right, like, we have to have a counter trend. Markets do not fall straight down. All right, they literally do not. Whether it's something like, I mean, even something like that, we just didn't get it. We got 1 day of green. But either way, I am expecting this to take place, and I think that is what we just got the start of. And Apple actually is a little precursor of, I actually mentioned that last week, which is not going to be as violent of a move upward as I thought it would be on Apple. Likely it won't be before the sell-off commences, because VIX is suggesting it's going to be this week. But yeah, did we go over the weekly chart? I think we already went over the weekly chart, right? Just in case we didn't, I just want to show you guys, just in case. I cannot risk not showing you guys. Harami, 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 Harami. My point is, they mark bottoms. They mark the week of the bottoms, all right? And we also have the bullish Harami on the monthly time frame, suggesting VIX will be moving up during the month of January, all right? And like I said, I don't wait for confirmation on the weekly and monthly time frame, because if you wait for confirmation in this bear market, guys, you're missing it with all this volatility. You are literally missing every single move if you are waiting for confirmation on your candlesticks in this bear market. There's absolutely no reason to do so. Daily candlesticks, yes, I agree. You should wait for confirmation, because that is typically, we see a lot of fake outs on the daily time frame, and yeah, confirmation is key here, in my personal opinion. All right, trade how you want, do whatever you want, chart how you want, be a technician how you want, don't care. This is how we do it here on the channel. All right, but yeah, okay, so getting back to the daily time frames, I hope, did we actually, oh, we didn't even go over the weekly time frames on here. We went over VIX. That is literally it. Did we go over bi-monthly time frame? We have a bearish engulfing candle. I can't believe I even did this. I can't believe I just completely forgot about it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's an ADHD moment. I don't know. But your momentum oscillators are all hinged down here. You have a bearish engulfing candle on SPY. You have a bearish engulfing candle on QQ, bearish engulfing candle, I believe, on IWM. That's 3 out of 4 major indices have a bearish engulfing candle. All right. And then VIX, again, has what we discussed earlier. There you go. And you also have your oscillators all crossing down, which is not sexy. And look at DIA, guys. This thing has really led the charge here. It has been so beautiful watching DIA. All right, look at this bad boy. Look at that. All right, look at that. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. And it does honestly look like DIA. I mean, it's got room here now. It really does have some room. Like maybe DIA is going to be the indice that marks the whatever it's called, the bullish divergence on the monthly time frame that ends up signaling that the short squeeze. All right, and it doesn't have to be a short squeeze. It could just be one hell of a rally. I don't care. But I know I'll be playing a short squeeze on Miss Mara. It's gonna be amazing. I'm hyped. I hope, honestly, I really hope you guys so freaking hyped. Like, this really is the best video. I'm sorry, like I literally just recorded this thing and it took an hour and a half, and I'm literally re-recording it and trying to make it as quick as possible. There's so much freaking information I covered in that, though, that, like, maybe it's going to take us 30 minutes. I'm going to try and squeeze this in the next 10 minutes. All right, so moving on from the monthly time frame, you guys know where we are headed next month, all right? And yes, that is exactly how it works. If you guys are new to charts, follow along, and within a week or two you will clearly see that, holy crap, it actually is working. And it probably will blow your mind, just like it started blowing my mind. But hey guys, keep doing everything until you get bored with it, because yeah, that's all you do. Okay, you just keep doing it. Consistency is key. All right, and like in a few years from now, honestly guys, yeah, it's literally just going to be, this is like, it already kind of is a second language, charting to me, after like 2 years of doing this. But at this point, and actually, no, charting, I've actually only been doing this for like a year. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's literally only been this bear market that I have decided to go to technicals. Before, I remember early 2021, I was trying to be a catalyst trader. And all in all, yeah, guys, everything guided me toward technicals. Everything else got me absolutely wrecked. Like I said, I probably funded 20 or 30 accounts with 1 to 2K over the past 2 years. Working a minimum wage job, so I was pretty much going all in on everything. I was just like, hey, I knew for a fact I needed the reps. And I remember telling my family, like, hey guys, I'm gonna fail. All right, I know for a fact I need the reps though, and that's the only way to get to success. That is literally the only way. If anybody else tells you any different, when anybody else tells you they can give you a shortcut, okay, just know they're full of shit. All right, absolute fugazi. Okay, like straight up, like I can do this for you and show you guys what works. All right, but at the end of the day, you guys are very, very, very likely to make the same exact trading mistakes that I made that got me to exactly where I am right now. All right, like every successful trader goes through the same exact path, which like really sucks. But it doesn't. It's that way with literally every single field, all right? It doesn't matter. But keep in mind, guys, this is the one skill set. I was thinking about this today. This is the one skill set that anybody can build up and like, hey, you don't need a job, all right? And like, even if you go bankrupt, like Elon Musk, I was reading it, he went bankrupt like 10 to 20 times or something like that. And he also he was the first person to lose $200 billion the other day. That's pretty cool. That's an accomplishment right there. You lost $200 billion. Nice. But yeah, guys, like Elon Musk, guys, he was the richest man in the world for a little while. And guess what? He went bankrupt 10 to 20 times. Maybe it's not 20. Maybe it's under 10. Either way, he went bankrupt. Okay. This is the one skill set that I literally can have everything taken away from me. And as long as I have a phone, all right, or a laptop, computer, iPad, anything, like even a public freaking library that I could log on to my accounts with and just chart there each day. I can literally do that. I don't know if you have to pay for computer time at libraries, but like, I don't care, all right? This is the one skill set that anybody is set for life with, okay? Because like, once you got it, boom. Say you go bankrupt, you go work your minimum wage job, you get $1,000, you fund your account, and guys, within months, you could do exactly what I've already done here. All right, and I've documented everything here. All right, if you've been along for the ride, congratulations. All right, and if you're planning on coming along for the ride, congratulations to your future self. All right, like straight up, this is absolutely fan-flippin-tastic what we got going on here. And I'm not going to claim to have any sort of crystal ball. I have absolutely no freaking clue. All right, what can happen, what catalyst can pop out of nowhere. But I'll tell you one thing for a fact. Charts predict the news. All right, nobody can deny that. My channel is literally straight proof of that. All right, I don't know what bearish catalyst comes out. I don't know if it's the minutes that come out. I don't know if it's something that comes after the minutes. All right, you guys, we have a daily setup where we can rally, but hey, the VIX is indicating or it's suggesting that, hey, this week is going to be the bad week. All right, this week is going to start the kickoff of boom. And by the way, we made a higher low here. There you go. That's what you need. You need for your trend change. All right. But VIX doesn't have trends because it goes straight up and down every single time, the same exact range. So there's that. All right, so we covered the weekly charts. Let's look at the daily charts. Something I actually want to look at, DXY on the monthly time frame. It is coming down from oversold territory here, and guys, DXY moves inversely to equities, and it's because we live in a debt-based system. All right, this whole system, this whole stock market, this whole everything, the world is based off of debt. All right, it is a Keynesian system, and like, here's the thing. All right, if interest rates go up on your debt, you can't afford the debt. You can afford less debt, and less if the stocks in the stock market, if the equities in the stock market are debt based, then by default a higher federal funds rate equals less debt, which equals less equity, which equals a lower stock market. So that's why, like, hey, if the dollar is going up, there you go. All right, but guess what? It's coming down on the monthly time frame. Let's actually look at the 3-month time frame. Look at that with a bearish. So this is the quarterly with a bearish engulfing candlestick. And let's look at SPY. All right, let's look at SPY. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What's going on in Mr. VIX? You have a bearish engulfing candle there. That's nice and pretty. But look at QQ. If you have a bullish Harami candlestick taking place, DIA, you do not. Yeah, okay. You only got one precursor, and that's QQ with the bullish Harami candlestick. And that is the quarterly time frame right there, the 3-month time frame. That is what JP Morgan is, that is what they have the quarterly trade. It's called the collar trade. But yeah, I saw it on Twitter. I retweeted it, and we will be taking a look at that. I think I have that pulled up. Yeah, let's just come over here. All right, come right over here. That is the game. Guys, if you want trade alerts, if you want like all of my on-the-spot TA and just everything that comes with me, all right, the rest of me in terms of stock market, I'm not going to shove a bunch of crap down your throat here, okay? I'm not going to talk about anything that's really not stock related, okay? If it's not going to be making me money, I really don't care. But yeah, if you guys want everything besides the written updates and the video updates, it's here, okay? All my trades are free until 1/1/24. And these are the trades that go along with the TA that I cover here on the channel. And guys, quite frankly, no one could deny me the value that is on this channel. It is absolutely insane. All right, so there really is no one else doing this. There are people with better TA. I'll say right now, well, I'm not going to say better TA. I'm going to say there's people with more experience. All right. I'm 2 years into this. I'm probably about 1 year into this technical journey. And yeah, I do think I learned from the best. Well, I obviously, like, I probably didn't learn from the best. But guys, the 40 to 60 year olds that I find on the interwebs, like straight up, all right, YouTube, Twitter, I've paid for probably about 10 courses. And probably 5. Nah, actually, like all of them have came from people that were 40 to 60 years old. And it's because, hey, these are the people who have lived through bear markets. So they're the only people we should be listening to, all right? And I learned from these people, so I'm not saying listen to me. But I'm saying right now, I am only going to do what works. And if something's not broke, you don't fix it. We've been winning for months. I don't think that's going to let up. I think the skill set is only going to be growing here. And I think this channel is very evident of that. And I think... the plan, we're going to talk about the plan here at the end of the video, and I'm honestly so freaking excited. I was doing a happy dance in my chair last night. I was going, ooh, like, I don't even know what to think about it. Like, holy shit, I'm going to be a millionaire over the next 6 months. Like, holy shit, like, that is the most likely scenario that it plays out. Oh yeah, but the collar trade, let's actually no, let's finish the TA. We did not finish the TA. There was no point, and I'm not making this a super long video, so let's stick on track, Henry. Stick on track, okay? All right, as you see, QQ fell all the way back down there to its final branch that I was mentioning. Like, this really, besides this gap fill, this was your final support zone. This was the final branch before you come all the way back down to lows, yearly lows. I didn't think that was going to be the case. We did end up bouncing, I will say. Playing the counter trend, huge mistake, all right? Or attempting to play the counter trend, huge mistake. Luckily, I do think with that third buy right around the bottom, I do think that will be saving my butt on the January 6 calls. All right, I think I will get all my money out, but I will say right now, just keep in mind, guys, when I talk about like me losing on this counter trend, all right, like I really don't like I'm not gonna control. Obviously, I can't control anybody's money here. Not a financial advisor, and obviously you're responsible for all of your own decisions. Um, but all in all, guys, like, don't play the freaking counter trends, right? I was advising not to play it, even though I'm not a financial advisor. I was saying, like, hey, it's risky to play. It's not wise to play. It's wiser just to wait for this counter trend move to play out and then get back in on the thing, on the wave down. All right, and like, guys, if you find yourself being a super bear right at the bottom, and then it goes back up for a counter trend move, and then like you flip to calls or something, and then you get fucked on the downside again, pardon my French, just know you have no idea about Elliott wave. Like, that is literally it. All right, and like, people can call it Fugazi. I can tell you right now, all right, I will not be putting it in this analysis because I'm not too confident in my Elliott wave at this point, or well, up to this point. All right, I just started probably about 6 months ago, really incorporating into, and I took it upon myself into my trading because I just like, just another aspect. All right, it's just literally another aspect. I was noticing there are other Elliott wave YouTubers slash people on Twitter that, like, holy shit, it's blowing my mind that like their stuff is literally pointing exactly where my TA is pointing, and it's in a completely different manner, but somehow it's pointing there. And like, now you have two things agreeing. Like, in my mind, hey, I want to know how to have those two things agreeing, so I have the ultimate bullish and bearish signals. All right, I want to know, like, hey, we have two different methods here agreeing with each other. There we go. All right, and that's really all it is, right? That's just another sub skill set of the technician, and that's what I'm trying to develop. Or not trying, that's what I'm developing. But yeah, screw that. All right, moving on with the charts. I'm not making this a long video. All right. Yeah, I don't care if it's a New Year's special, all right? 45 minutes tops. I'm sorry, it's not 25, it's not 30. Screw it, we're going for 45 minutes, all right? You have a bearish Harami candlestick on QQ. You have a bearish Harami candlestick on SPY, but it is a hangman candlestick with tested performance of bullish continuation. On DIA, you have a hangman slash more like a hammer candlestick, honestly, in my personal opinion right here. But it is a bearish Harami candlestick, but we do need confirmation. So we're going to need tomorrow's close above here to get confirmation that we go up into Wednesday. All right. Well, not tomorrow. It will be Tuesday because tomorrow is closed for New Year's. And again, happy freaking New Year's, guys. All right. Guys, honestly, here's the best year yet. I don't care if it was painful. All right. Like, you need to go through the pain to get through the sunny. To get through to the sunny, to the sunshine. I don't know what I was just saying. You need to go through the pain to get out on the other side, to get to the light. All right, and straight up, guys, this upcoming year will be the best damn year we've ever had. All right, like if you're not following along with the channel, I can't promise that it's going to be the best year you've ever had. But like I'm saying right now, if you are following along with the channel, I know I'm gonna have the best year that I've ever possibly had, ever. All right, nothing compares to honestly what these past few months have been. And then also just like, holy shit, dude, the plan, guys, it's literally just mind blowing, like how everything is setting up so freaking perfectly for this. And like, we're gonna discuss this. It has to do with Bitcoin and the markets, and that's why I'm gonna be calling the major low. All right, I am going to. I don't know if it is for the markets, right? But I do know for Bitcoin, and that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah. All right. So you do have the hammer candlestick. You need the confirmation, but you also have the bearish Harami candlestick formation. So if you have a close under here, then hey, maybe we're gonna fall into minutes and then rally off of minutes. That's just what the charts would be suggesting. We're gonna talk a little about minutes and after we finish the TA here, going on to QQ and DIA. Not QQ and DIA, QQ and SPY. Like I said, you have that hangman candlestick right here. It does have the bullish continuation, but again, you need the confirmation. So if you get the confirmation on Tuesday, then boom, you have a solid shot of more upside going into Wednesday. It doesn't have to close higher Wednesday, but you do have the solid shot of upside going into Wednesday, which is the FOMC minutes. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would make perfect sense to me. We have 1 and what is it? 1 and like 2/3 of a trading session left before the minutes. All right, I think there's a solid shot. You have a sexy ass rally and rally into there with what we got on Friday's close. I was a little skeptical before I saw what we saw on Friday's close, but this is exactly what I was calling for, guys. Just look at QQQ. Literally, look at this. Look at this. It doesn't get any more perfect than this. And like, I'm not doing anything special. Right? This is literally just me making a demand zone here, a support zone, the last branch. All right, that was literally what it was. And I was telling you guys in Friday's video that this looks like it could be the ABC corrective move to then give us our next impulsive move. All right, and we are going to be continuing on this impulsive move, which is this. All right, you can just look at this. That you got so demolished, QQ. That's just like, just look at this thing. It fell down from here to lows, dude. This is such a steep fall. I think it was 12%. Nasty, dude. Nasty. I didn't fall even close to that. Like, what, dude? That's crazy, Q's. Crazy. All right. Wish I was short in Q's instead of SPY and long on SPY instead of Q trying to play that counter trend. That would have been the move, but hindsight thinking is never going to be our friend. So screw him. All right. But yeah, I like trading SPY just because of all the patterns are just so sexy that I see on SPY. And yes, I trade off of oscillators, but all in all, these patterns are a huge part of my TA. Especially in this bear market. I don't know if they're going to pop up as often in a straight up bull market, but I can tell you right now, I know for a fact that trading this will be boatloads easier than that. You know why? You come down here on here. All right, you come down here on your RSI, and we can actually just look at Apple. I was seeing this on Apple, and you could play it like that instead of the indices if you really want. You can actually get rid of these before we go into that. Get rid of those. Take off caps lock. I just noticed that is on. But guys, you literally can buy when the RSI hits 30 in a freaking bull market. And you like, look at this bullish divergence on the RSI right there, and you had one hell of a nasty $20 rip right there. Come on, guys. $20 rip right there over a month. All right, like this $2,000. You could have paid $500 for your contracts and just like boom, you could have just rode that bad boy over the following 2 months, or yeah, the following 2 months. Either way, guys, bull markets are significantly easier because you literally just wait for technicals to pull back and you go long on the market. All right, that is the plan for the bull market. I guarantee it will work. Guarantee it will work. All right, like, but again. All right, this is the bear market. All right, well, I'm not gonna say COVID was a bear market. That was the violent. I want to call it a crash. This was a crash. All right, like straight up, anybody could say it wasn't a crash, but dude, you fell 35% in what is this? This is yeah, inside a month, dude. Nobody tell me this ain't a crash. All right, I don't care if it's not a bear market. It's a crash. You don't do that. We didn't even do that here. We did something similar. No, we didn't. No, we did not. All right. But this is the bear market. Either way, guys. All right. If we're killing it in the bear market, we're going to more than kill it in the bull market. All right. That's why we get rich in the bear market. We get ultra wealthy in the bull market. Yes. There's like 5 ultras. And guys, I don't know what your wealth level is. All right. Like not currently, but like, what is your goal of like, hey, what do you consider being rich? What do you consider being wealthy? Rich is money. All right, wealth is time. All right, can you live for the rest of your life for free of whatever lifestyle you want? All right, I want to be able to spend freaking $10 million a year for the rest of my life and be set. All right, that's wealth. All right, me getting $10 million, I'm rich. All right, me getting to 100 million, I'm wealthy. All right, I mean, well, here's the thing. Also, like. This skill set is literally, it's a money burn. I've told you guys, like, this will never end, all right? It will only strengthen itself. We will only pull in more and more money in safer manners, all right? Like, it's sexy, all right? This is the only skill set you can acquire and keep going bankrupt over and over and over again and just keep getting back up and getting rich again very quickly. It's the only one. Like, you take away everything. I have what I built. That's all I care about. I have what I built. Take away everything I got. Give me $1,000. I'll bring it to 100K. I don't have 100K right now, but I mean, just stick around for the plan, and it is, holy shit, it gets juicy. It gets really fucking juicy. But either way, I mean, I've turned like a few grand into like, I mean, now 60K. If I didn't try this counter trend move, it would have been a lot more. If I just rode this thing down, didn't take profit so early, yeah, I could have been on 100K. Either way, guys, like I guarantee 30 to 60x on anyone's money. No one is complaining about that, and I can promise you I'm not. My life has been changed from the skill set that I've built. So and that's what's here on the channel. So there you go. If you want access to the skill set, it's here on the channel. All right, but you got the bearish Rami candlestick going on right there. You have your oscillators just kind of in the middle of there right there. Stochastic is starting to cross up there. SPX, you have the opposite scenario. You have the bearish Harami candlestick. Did I say bearish on VIX? I meant bullish Harami candlestick on VIX. Bearish Harami candlestick formation on SPX. Actually, we already talked about these, right? Didn't we? Did we not talk about these? Or was it the weekly charts that form these things? No, we did talk about these. Maybe that's why I end up having an hour-and-a-half video. Maybe I just kept talking about things that I already discussed. All right, guys, let's move on to the JPM collar trade after the 4-hour time frame. You see this pennant slash, it could be a bear flag if we do end up breaking the downside. I don't think it is going to be, though. I do think, like I said, I think we're going to get that corrective move. I think we're going to get the counter trade. All right, I've been waiting for it. It needs to happen. If you know anything about Elliott Wave, that's literally what it is, okay? Things don't go straight down, all right? If you think they go straight down, please just go educate yourself on Elliott Wave. Like, you don't even need to be a master at it. You just need to acknowledge that, hey, things don't go straight down, all right? Because that's going to save your butt time and time again. And all in all, like, hey, guys, I got to learn to take profits. On all those call entries, I was up like 30 to 50% right away. First day, just didn't take any of them for absolutely no reason. Now, you know what? I think now this time it is going to heavily pay off, and it is going to make all my money back. Oh, and like I was saying earlier, guys, when I'm talking about these counter trends, all right, just realize the account's for $60,000, and I risked total, and this is like the starting risk I wanted was like, I remember I had a position of like $3,000 when I made the first buy. I think it was around that, and somehow I ended up throwing $15,000 into calls. So just like no, don't play the fucking counter trend. Just don't. Okay, you're gonna frustrate the crap out of yourself, and you're gonna get most likely you're gonna get the same result that I did. Because yeah, we're in the same boat, and we're in this frustrating bear market, and this literally the dealers are gonna win, guys. The dealers are gonna win. These counter trends are the ones that the dealers win the most on because they frustrate the most amount of traders and take the most amount of options premiums. I got played by the dealers. All right, so there's that, and that's literally this channel, guys. All right, I show the mistakes, I show everything. Like, this is literally just, this is the skill set. That is what this channel is. It is the skill set. Like, obviously this clears day value here, daily updates, written updates on Webull and Facebook. Now Facebook, I don't even know if it's going to end up taking off. I think there's probably like 5 people still over there. But either way, all right, like written updates on Webull, all right, Facebook, I'm going to keep posting them. I just don't know if it's going to gain traction like Twitter is going to, and then YouTube obviously is going to, I'm probably going to hit 2K subs within the next few months. It's going to be pretty sick, all right. Next milestone is going to be 5K for us, all right, and then 10K, and then, yeah, guys, we'll be on our way to 100K subs. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm going to be consistent with this. You know why? Because I love this shit. All right, like that's what I realized yesterday. This is literally my passion. All right, actually, I realize that all the time. This is why I will always keep going with this. This is the passion. All right, this isn't work for me. It's what I love doing at this point. All right, like, and I'm getting rich as fuck doing it. I'm fine with that. All right, I'm fine with that. And I'm not rich as fuck now. I'll tell you guys right now. The plan does outline how in 6 months there's a very extreme high likelihood that I'm in my opinion, I'm decently rich for my age. All right. But yeah, I do think you end up getting this breakout here, and I'm just gonna actually go over my short entries on here for my plan, and we're gonna actually cover that on the daily time frame though. We're gonna come over here, go right there. All right. Number one, all right, Feb 17 puts. Enter right here. I don't know why that's 388. It shouldn't be 388. It should be 87.89. 3, I think that's off the top of my head. I didn't even check the gap fill. I've just been watching the gap fill for so long. Is he here? We're gonna guess it's there. 387.89. Yes, it is. So yeah, first entry. I'm gonna be entering half of my, and this is a trade that I know for a fact I'm gonna be in pain for most likely the first few days. But also I'm not willing to risk missing this next leg down. The VIX is suggesting we're going to get a spike this week with history never repeats itself, but it rhymes, and holy shit, it rhymed like what, 8 times there? Like, we're not gonna go back over it. We don't have time. But you guys can go back and watch it if you really do want to. But yeah, half the Feb 17 puts get entered there, half Feb 17 puts get entered there, and half Feb 3rd 380 puts get entered right there, and then half of the 380 puts. Dude, what the heck happened to my damn gap fills, dude? I'm tight. I'm literally tight, bro. What was it? 396.31. I don't know where my, like, did I delete them during this video? 396. Oh, come on, please. Please, we gotta finish the dang video. We gotta finish it. We gotta get you guys out the door. It's 45 minutes. 45 minutes. We still gotta cover JPM and then the plan to get rich. Gosh darn it. But yeah, guys, the plan is, we're gonna go over this real quick. All right, we're gonna use an arrow. Do we have an arrow on here? We have an arrow. I swear there's a very big arrow somewhere. Dude, I swear there's an arrow. Hang on. There's my arrow. Let's use the arrow. All right. Half of Feb 17 380 puts right here at 387.89. Half Feb 17 puts right here at 389. I'm doing $1 early because I'm not risking that one. My total position sizing is going to be 50K. So 25K and 25K into Feb 17 puts and Feb 3rd puts. They're both going to be the 380 strike. My desired entry here. Oh, we got to change color of this bad boy to Mr. Green. But yeah, my desired entry for the Feb 3rd puts is going to be this gap fill, but I will be entering half of them also at right here at 389, and it's going to be right under there because I'm not risking what happened to me over here, where I think it was by like 40 cents we missed my exit on the calls, and it would have been, holy sweet baby Jesus. I was working and I got out, and where at work you just can't have your phone. Yeah, I at first I thought this was going to be a very good thing because swing trading, and I don't really want to be watching the market because I don't want to overtrade. But no, this day it cost me greatly, and I was well, not greatly. It was, like I said, it was $3 so it is whatever on that. But yeah, but I will say I convinced myself to dig a deeper hole. But again, whole account 60K, guys, 15K. I still consider that like that was a complete waste of money I did. Complete waste. I despise what I did, but at the same time, I fully acknowledge it was just a lack of patience. I was just trying to pull extra money out before the next move down, and there's no reason to do so. But yeah, guys, that's the game plan. Feb 17 half puts right here, half Feb 17 puts right here, half what's it called? Feb 3rd puts right here as well. Half Feb 3rd puts right here at the 396.31 gap fill, but probably will get the 395, enter at 395 if we do end up getting that, or 394, just somewhere, wherever I see fit. Whenever the time comes, guys, that is where I enter, all right? And I also will be alerting these on Twitter, so, you know, turn on notifications if you do want to see where I enter my trades. Obviously, it'll be like 30 seconds to a minute delayed, maybe a few minutes delayed because, you know, I got to take the positions for myself. But yeah, they're there. All right. Gosh darn it. 48 minutes. All right. Switching over to JPM collar trade. All right. Right. Where is it? Come on. Come on. Tweets and replies. Oh. Gosh darn it, guys. Dude, where the heck is it? No, it's not here, guys. Oh, where is it? Where is the collar trade? Dude, hang on. Just hang on. How did I scroll past this so many times? What the hell did I just do, dude? What was that? All right, so as you can see, this is JPM collar trades, okay? Or color trades. I thought it was called collar, like COLLAR. I don't know. But either way, this is their quarterly trade. They do this every quarter. It is a free trade for them. They went short on the 403 call to pay for what the long side ended up costing here, and the long side was cheapened by the short side. Okay, so if you do want to go just look at all the option prices, this was a free trade. They're betting that it does not go above 4,030. All right, so we're going to talk about this in terms of SPY because that's what we're trading. All right, 403. They're betting that it's not going to be going above there. That's why you would short something like that. But also they needed something to provide the money that they just paid for this. So, I mean, either way, they're still betting that it's not going to be going over there. That's why you short something. And then they're long the 360 puts and short the 304. So the max gain on this is going to be 54,000 per contract per spread here. What they got going on SPY, the gain would be 5,400 per contract, and that's for per spread, which would be 2 contracts. You're shorting one, you're going along one. And the max gain is achieved by having it expire on March 17 at this short strike or under it. And the max gain is what I just said, because it's the difference between these two. So that's the benefit of a short, like opening a spread. So having a long put and then a short put, or a long call and then a short call, is just it makes your long side cheaper. All right. So let's say you paid 200 for this. You paid this was $50, so now it's 150 bucks. Then you sold this for 150. There you go, free trade. All right, there's definitely not the cost at all, but that's just an example. But either way, guys, JP Morgan is betting that I mean, just how I would be setting this up if I was taking it. You're betting that it goes under here, but not under here, or that this is like right around where you bottom. All right, that is the only purpose for doing something like this, right? Because the max gain, all right, you don't want to cap yourself. Like if you think it's going down 280, you don't want to cap yourself at 304. All right, but the reason they have this is because, hey, it's because they think it's going to go down there. All right, this is where it's probably going to be stopping. All right, maybe not exactly there. I obviously have my target zone, which is right here in this big thing right here, and that's just from 338.25 to 319.80, because we have this support, which actually can be up here towards 320 right there. But yeah, you have that gap fill right there. So that's just 2 branches that I think you are going to be bouncing off of. I don't know which one's going to be bottom. I don't know if you go lower, maybe you do end up coming back down here. But right here, 338.25, that is your COVID, right before your crash, right before your pandemic crash. That was your high. All right, so I give it a high likelihood that it's one of these, but at the same time, I don't care. If we go lower, I will be trading Mara mainly to the long side in comparison to calls on the indices, but I still will be trading calls on the indices because so much freaking money to be made. So much freaking money to be made. And let's actually X that out right there. Leave. Yes, leave. Because it was an hour and 30 freaking minutes. Screw that, dude. Screw that, dude. All right, let's make this a pretty picture and let's finish up with our plan. Okay, so we covered everything. We covered literally everything. How are we going to $1 million? And damn it, it's 53 freaking minutes. That's okay. All right, the Christmas special was like 45 minutes. People love that. Okay, yeah, I mean, it really is the most detailed video ever. This is why I was saying, like, hey, the other one turned into an hour and a half video. Like, dude, there's so much jam-packed information in here that I can't. I'm trying to speak so quick too. It's just not happening. All right. But yeah, guys. All right. What is the move? All right. Now, I'm not going to put 50K all into the Feb 3rd puts, all right? I'm going to do 25K and 25K with the Feb 17s versus the Feb 3rds. They're both going to be a 380 strike. Yeah, I do think I'm going to be able to enter the Feb 17s around $7 per contract, and then the Feb 3rds, I'm going to enter around probably $4, probably anywhere from, we'll say $5 to, no, we'll say $6 to $6 to $4 per contract, so $400 to $600 per contract on the Feb 3rds. That is the plan here, all right? But let's just say you do end up getting the best possible entry on the Feb 3rd contracts, which I do think that is on the table, right? You do have these two gap fills. They will act as magnets. They will act as reversal pivot points, all right? Or it could be here, and that's why I am trickling into my position here, all at different levels. And right here in the middle, this is where I take half of both positions, because guys, there's nothing telling you come up here to this level, all right? But if you do, that's the mother of all short entries. Or you go up to JPM's short right there at 403. So there is that. Their short call, that is, so they don't think it's going to get there. But yeah, all right. And then they would be able to buy it back if it did get up there, and there's your safety, all right? Then you made money, more money. Now your trade is more than free, all right? That would be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, all right, let's talk about this, all right? Let's talk about it, all right? So we're just going to use the Feb 3rd contracts as an example here, because it really is going to work out somewhat similar to this, all right? It really is. And I firmly do believe that, because I'm a man without bias here. I fully acknowledge that if you come to the market with a bias, you are going to get wrecked. We'll say 9 out of 10 times. All right, 9 out of 10 times. Maybe you get lucky 1 out of 10 times, but like, yeah, the next time is going to wipe out the other time, that 1 out of 10 times. So there's no point. But yeah, guys, like there really is, there's no point in having a bias. So I don't have that. I'm a logical being. All right. I'm just coming here with the data here every day with the charts. All right. So Feb 3rd contracts, all right? We're going to use these numbers. Just realize, like, they will not be these exact numbers, because I will be using the Feb 17 contracts as well. But all in all right, like, the gains, yes, this is 100% possible, and I do think it's going to be very similar to this, all right? $50,000 by lows, by S&P 500 hitting 3,500. Those contracts turn into 3,000 per contract. So now you have a 7x on your hand. Your $50,000 turns to $350,000, guys. And this really is how easy this stuff is. All right. Like, I'm not an advocate for someone taking the risks I'm taking. I'm not. All right. But I'm going to say right now, all right, accounts are worth $70,000. I'm willing to risk $50,000 in the short. I'm willing to go big on it. I'm a firm believer that you do get rich. People who do get insanely rich, they do it over 1 to 2 years, because the skill sets, they pick up insanely quick if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, all right? Because if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, that is going to lead to success. You're doing literally the definition of insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I can tell you right now, I told you guys, 20 to 30 accounts probably blown up, 1 to 2K each. I put in my reps, guys, all right? And I'm still putting in them reps. You guys, like, are seeing them here on the channel. And yeah. All right. But yeah, so now you have 350K. So let's just say now you want to just have 150K, just not in the next move. Okay. And what is the next move, you might ask? Mara. We actually didn't discuss Apple. We have to discuss Apple before I close out this video, because that is a precursor to what we get over the next trading session on Tuesday. I do think this is going to be the case, even though oscillators are all suggesting, like, hey, they're all hinged down with bearish momentum there. But they are in oversold territory with triple bullish divergences on most indices and Apple, so that's pretty sexy too. Mara, guys, Mara, I really do believe Mara is going to be coming down 250. We're going to discuss Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin and Mara, because and this is what I was saying at the beginning of the video. I do believe I'm going to be calling a major low here. It doesn't have to be a major low on the market, but I do believe it is going to be a major low on Bitcoin. I think it's going to be bid up extremely quick. And if it's just a short-term bottom, guys, who cares, right? The short squeeze on Mara will be absolutely insane. It's 42% short as of the other day. That means the free float is 42% short. All right, so the tradable share is 42%. So if they were to buy all them back, yeah, there you go. All right, and we're most likely going to get something like this where you do end up going up yeah, 260% right there. But it's going to be more, all right? And this is why, all right? We're going to pull up Bitcoin. Pull up Bitcoin right here. And actually, before we pull up Bitcoin, let me actually just look at Bitcoin. We're just going to discuss this is why I am going to be doing what I'm doing. With the confidence that I am doing what I'm doing with, all right? Because it really is, people may look at this like, holy shit, you're absolutely balls crazy. What are you doing, dude? But it's logical. In my opinion, it's logical. Maybe not to you. I don't care. I literally don't care. All right? I'm where I am right now within a year because Yeah, because I'm not listening to the people who aren't where I want to be. So, haters, screw you. All right. You have gotten burned every single time betting against me. Screw you. All right. Any doubters, screw you. All right. Supporters, I love you so freaking much. So freaking much. Cheers to you. All right. Cheers. I'll clink a beer for you. They're not open. They're just there. But cheers, because New Year's, you know? I don't know. But yeah, all in all, guys, Bitcoin is down 80% if it comes into, I don't know why I just did that. Bitcoin is down 80% if it comes down into, just comes down to the top of the zone. All right, if it comes down to the bottom, is down 86%, okay, from highs. We're going to go over these bear markets, okay? And you had the first bear market on Bitcoin over here. And I don't care how long the normal bear market lasts, okay? This is Bitcoin we're talking about. All right, this is Bitcoin we're talking about. I'm sure as hell there are going to be the cycles of this shit. Oh, holy shit, 86%, dude. Literally the first one fell 86% exactly. Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That's nothing. That is nothing. This is really what I'm getting to right here, all right? So you fell 86% on the first bear market. You fell 84% on the second. On the third bear market, you fell 72%, okay? So you fell 80, was it 84%, I think it just said? You got 84% that Bitcoin fell, and then you have 86% that Bitcoin fell on 2 out of 3 bear markets. You really think it's going to get into the 90%, guys? You really think? I don't. I personally don't. I think we are literally going to be bouncing off of coming into the zone. We're going to have one last leg down here. I think we are somewhere in this. I have no crystal ball, so I have no idea. But you have these, you have the top of this bull market right here. You have the, where you bounced off right here before you went on this. And that is just indicating like, hey, this is where buyers started stepping in. You started selling off drastically, 12,000 all the way down to 10,000. Boom, buyers started stepping in. This is where I think you come down to 10 to 14K. All right. And once you're in that zone, guys, let's look at where Mara is going to be. And that is why the plan exists. All right. Even if like Mara doesn't go that low, I don't care. I'm becoming a millionaire. I don't care. This is going to be my sexiest trade that I've ever taken. And I am so beyond excited for this. All right. Let's actually put Mara here. All right. And then we'll put Bitcoin here. Bitcoin there, put Mara there. We do have support and gaps on Mara that I'm watching. But all in all, I just want to see where Mara was when Bitcoin is back here. But keep in mind, Mara has came a long way. It's now the leading miner. But yeah, when Bitcoin came back down to 14,000, guys, Mara was all the way down here at $2.40. All right, if Bitcoin comes all the way back down here, you're coming under $2, guys. If Bitcoin goes 10K, if it comes to 14K, you're coming probably down to 250 MR, right? We're already at 350. I really would not be surprised if this thing sells off drastically with Bitcoin in the market and gets us down there. All right, so now that we covered that and why, like, hey, if Bitcoin goes down, Mara's probably going to go down there, right? You guys know Mara is short. All right, go pay for Ortex if you want. I don't pay for Ortex. You get like one free monthly thing, though. So that's what I used. Or you guys can look in FinViz. It just doesn't get updated as much. All right. But yeah, guys, 42% short. Whenever it does bottom, you're gonna have one hell of a short squeeze. I do think it's gonna be a very similar scenario to this. And personally, all right, like this really is, all right. This is what I think is like literally going to be happening. I think you're coming back up into this range. I straight up think you are going to come back down, bounce off of 250, potentially, all right? Potentially. Either way, I'm buying heavy when Bitcoin's in that range or when Mara is at 250. But most likely when Bitcoin is in that range when it first gets in there. And then, yeah, guys, I think you have one hell of a short squeeze that literally looks exactly like what we had going on over here, except bigger, all right? More short interest. Well, I don't actually know how much it was shorter over there. But I'm assuming more short interest because look at this thing. So more short interest, lower price tomorrow. Bitcoin is going to absolutely explode off of the level, all right? When Bitcoin bottoms, it really bottoms, guys. It like does this, it does this, it does that pretty quick. Like, you know, it does that. I'm just saying, guys, it will bottom. It's not going to fall forever. It's not going to zero. A lot of people are haters of Bitcoin. I don't see the whole use case for it either. I don't, but I fully acknowledge that, like, it is it's a technology that's not around anywhere else, right? It was the first of its kind, or maybe it wasn't the first of its kind, but to my knowledge, it was. And I do fully acknowledge it is the greater fool's theory. It literally is, all right? It's worth nothing, all right? Like, obviously, yeah, people are saying it's worth that, but, like, what is it? What are you going to use Bitcoin for, dude? You really think people are going to use that over dollars, over their credit cards, their debit cards? Like, why? Literally, why would I ever choose to do this over that? Like, maybe this thing is 10 to 20 years ahead of its time. No idea. But either way, greater fool's theory. I am going to be the best fool in this game here of Bitcoin, and I am going to be buying the bottom of Mara. And yeah, guys, 200K down there. So I just told you guys 50K to 350K. I don't care if it produces 350K. All right, I'm going to have 200K to throw in tomorrow. Whatever the number is, they're guaranteed will be 200K to throw in tomorrow. So yeah, there will be that. But yeah, 200K at 2.5. Yeah, now you're at 1250 and there's your $1 million. Okay, you get a $2 entry on Mara, so throw 200K at $2. All right, best possible fucking entry right there. Holy Jesus, amazing. All right, not maybe it's not the best possible. I have no idea. But all in all, guys, yeah, that is the plan. All right, maybe like 250K at 250, then you go to $10. There you go. There's your million. All right, but all in all, guys, that's the plan. With that being said, we only shaved 24 minutes off this video. I'll catch you guys next video. Twitter updates, not Twitter updates, trade alerts over on Twitter. Just all of my on-the-spot TA on Twitter, my thoughts, my on the market on Twitter. Obviously, video updates here on YouTube. All right, spread the word, guys. If you are making money off of this channel, obviously not a financial advisor, but if you're utilizing this information, making money off it, please spread the word to friends and family. Please do so. You would be helping me a ton, and it really would mean the world to me. Like, that is something, guys. It would mean the world to see that my followers, all right, the people who are subscribed, are seeing the value. They're making a shit ton of money, and now they are spreading the word. All right, it's spreading by mouth. That's literally that would make my everything. It would be so great. All right, it would, like, not the, like, yes, we would explode here on YouTube, but the fact that it's proof of concept, all right, the proof that, like, hey, you're only spreading it because you're seeing so much value. That's amazing. All right, amazing. But either way, guys, happy New Year's. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.